In this video, we're going to have a look at the fourth index law. So we're going to start off by solving the following expressions. The first one is 2 to the power of 2, which is then raised to the power of 3. So start off by doing what's inside the brackets. So 2 to the power of 2 is equal to 4. So 4 to the power of 3. So 4 times 4 is 16. 16 times 4 is 64. So then we want to do the same thing for 2 to the power of 6. So 2 to the power of 6 is 2 times 2 times 2 times 2 times 2 times 2, which equals to 64. So 2 to the power of 6 and 2 to the power of 2 in brackets to the power of 3 is equal to the same amount. So when we multiply our indices in the first expression, so 2 multiplied by 3 is equal to 6. So this forms the basis of our fourth index law. So the fourth index law is a to the power of m in brackets raised to the power of n is going to equal a to the power of m times n. So let's have a look at some examples of how we can apply this fourth index law. So in our first lot of examples, we want to simplify the following. So the first one is 4 to the power of 3 raised to the power of 5. Using the fourth index law, I can multiply the power inside the bracket with the power outside of the bracket. So that is going to equal 4 to the power of 3 times 5, which is equal to 4 to the power of 15. In my second example, I want to simplify b to the power of 6 raised to the power of 4. So again, using the fourth index law, I can multiply the power inside the bracket with the power outside the bracket. Equal to b to the power of 6 times 4, which is equal to b to the power of 24. So in the next example, I want to simplify 3a to the power of 3 raised to the power of 2. This time inside my bracket, I have more than one term. So that is going to equal 3 times a to the power of 3 raised to the power of 2. So now that I have two terms inside my bracket, I need to multiply the power outside by both lots of indices inside the brackets. Now 3, when there's no power, is raised to the power of 1. So it's 3 to the power of 1 times a to the power of 3. And I want to raise both of that to the power of 2. So applying the fourth index law, that is going to equal 3 to the power of 1 times 2 times by a to the power of 3 times 2, which is going to equal to 3 to the power of 2, a to the power of 6. So 3a to the power of 3 raised to the power of 2 simplifies to 3 squared a to the power of 6. So let's have a look at the last example, 4k to the power of 3. And again, this time I have two terms inside of my brackets. So I've got 4 times k, and I'm going to raise both of them up to the power of 3. Now both my 4 and my k don't have any indices at the moment, so I can add in a 1 to both of them. So 4 to the power of 1 times k to the power of 1. And to apply the fourth index law, I want to multiply both of those indices by 3. So that is going to equal to 4 to the power of 1 times 3 times k to the power of 1 times 3. So that's going to equal to 4 to the power of 3, k to the power of 3. So 4k to the power of 3 equals 4 to the power of 3, k to the power of 3. So remembering, when I have more than one term inside my bracket, I need to multiply the powers of both terms by the power outside the bracket.